before we get to our next segment, I gotta get the intro right. So I don't know if you heard this. Yeah.
Let go. Hey, I'm really proud of y'all. Montgomery Brawl. Bitch, not one but them all. Montgomery Brawl. Shout out bro that can swim. Montgomery Brawl. Salute shit, really all of them. Montgomery Brawl. Shout out Unc with the chair. Montgomery Brawl. Everybody that was there. Montgomery Brawl. Threw the hat off at the start. Montgomery Brawl. Man, shout out to the girl. Hey, now y'all done started some shit, so we gon' finish y'all it. Did. And this time, everybody about to witness.
Hey.
Bro told them to move, just doing this job. But y'all wanted to jump him, so now we got a prize. All right, bet. Let me tell y'all what really happened. Heard they was jumping on my cousin, let me off, Captain. Cuz came out the water like, let's get it cracking. Unc came with the chair like I got some action. Cuz came no shirt like I got some ass. Even the women getting hit like, damn, what happened? Hey, this shit was kind of lit like, damn, it's cracking. I even seen a rock bottom like, damn, this wrestling. Seen a couple of them boys go night-night. And we got the first black man to swim to a fight. If you mad at this song, don't mention me. But fuck that chair going out in history. Hey, I'm really proud of you. Bro, that's hard.
Yo, G-Mac Cash.
That's hard.
He out of Detroit.
Yeah, it sound like Detroit. Yeah.
He one of the so first of all, shout out G-Mac Cash. We about to talk about the Montgomery Brawl. He got a song for every one of these events.
Oh, really?
So anytime it's something popping in pop culture, he popping up with a song in like that.
Oh,
so he like first song I heard from him was when the gas prices went up to like $5 or whatever.
Okay.
He had a song about the gas prices.
Okay.
Now it's like this guy lit, and so he dropped this like within the day.
Oh, really? No, that's hard.
But
it's hard too. Man.
No, he nice. G-Mac Cash. Shout out him. But we gonna talk about the Montgomery Brawl. Montgomery Brawl in Alabama. I want to set a story because I got to listen to the press conference. I heard a lot of people TikTok news, which is cool, but they always the guy who got the initial guy who tried to tell the folks to move, he was the co-captain. He wasn't a security guard or whatever. Mm-hmm. And maybe he will function as a security guard, but he was a co-captain by title. So for those who don't know, in Alabama, if you haven't heard, if you've been under a rock, there was a fight that took place, or a brawl that took place, and the way it started was there was a boat with people that were trying to dock. They were scheduled to dock at their scheduled place. It was like some event, a bunch of black people and stuff like that. They was having a good time. They had to dock on time. There was this white couple of folks who were docked in the space that was not authorized to them. They were like, so it was illegal for them to dock where they were docked. And the other boat couldn't dock where they needed to dock, which is why later you hear about that guy who swam because he was on a boat. They were stranded. They couldn't get where they need to get to. Co-captain gets off the boat, and it's actually it starts off calm. He approaches them, hey, y'all got to move. Like we got to dock here or whatever. We scheduled to dock or whatever. And the guy's like, yo, F you. Like, what did you talk about?
Who was this guy?
The white guy.
Okay, cool.
Who and so he's like, he's like, nah, forget all that. And so the dude's like trying to talk through it or whatever. He's trying to, so the guy escalates about going to get his couple of friends. So the other white guys that you see in the fight, they're like not even passengers of the boat, or the smaller boat at the time. Brings them over, and one thing led to another. They start stomping. Mud hole stomping the captain, the co-captain. So as soon as this happens, is you see all of random people that are on the docks, the Black Avengers, Black Transformers, Black Power Rangers unite. Yeah. And you see homeboy, like people, homeboy jumping off the boat. He was on that boat that was stranded. And it don't go how these people think it's gonna go. Matter of fact, this is the Cam lyric that was in my brain. Reverse the situation, pop this chain. It did not. It did not. So I mean, I don't know. So it's a lot of rhetoric behind this. A lot of people are like, why are black people celebrating this event, this fight that happened? Why are you? And so, like, I want to, in the spirit of HB, I do want to get to the heart of why do you think people are unifying around this event, or have you noticed people being like, "Yo, that's crazy, but like they kind of deserved it. I don't know how you feel about that.
Come on, bro. We're not doing that. Yeah. Nah, I don't, because I feel like with racial tensions in the past couple years, with the whole George Floyd and everything,
Yeah.
like a community was built. And like,
right. Even like, strengthened even.
Right. So even these people who would seem like they were strangers saw something that from a distance looked like it could have been something racially motivated.
Right.
And they was like, no, this is not happening
Right.
now with us here. And I think that's the root of why it's being championed that way.
Yeah.
As far as, well, actually, I don't know. This is
Yeah,
my first time.
Yeah, I got some jokes, but before I get to that, I think a part of me, it feels like almost like reverse lynching. Does that make sense? And not like the white guys are getting lynched, but just the, like our history, like lynching was an event. Like it was like going to the movies. Like they were literally white folks gathering around. They was making popcorn. They had the hot dog stand.
Crazy.
For like it was a scheduled event. Like, you know what I mean? Like people going to see Drake, they would be looking at a lynching or whatever. And so this was like, nah, not that moment of like, nah, this ain't gonna happen here kind of moment. And so I feel like they're, like you said, just with the racial tensions, like this is kind of like my real question out of we get through all the serious stuff. Would you have jumped in or in? So okay, not here. Let's say this is like, let's say this is was it the night market or whatever? 4 white dudes beat up on a black guy or whatever for whatever reason.
Yeah, no, we not.
You go.
We're not letting that happen. I'm sorry.
So you hopping in, you jumping in, because I feel like what happened here would be like a universal response. Like if it look, you said from a distance, if it look racist,
bro, no, we not letting that happen at all, bro.
Yo, no, that's the part that I thought was interesting. I'm like, I wonder if this was like any other circumstance in any other state.
I already saw that they had it handled. Then, all right, we just
are y'all good?
We're gonna enjoy this moment, but
right?
Yeah, no, that's crazy. I mean, how do we get to the chairs?
Okay, so bigger question is. So I just saw the guy got arrested. So the one black, he hit a lady with the chair.
Yes,
now it was the one moment that it was
the first time they was like, okay, you gotta come in. Even if the chick was smacking the chick, what's the dude?
You thought about he gonna upgrade it to SummerSlam and like.
No, I swear, bro, it was straight wrestling.
It's like the hardest chair possible too. It's like one of them.
It wasn't like the
It ain't got no fabric on it. It's like literal church chair.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
You can't make this up, bro.
Yeah.
Whoever, shout out to the cameramen.
Oh, 100%.
Like
y'all angles
y'all got a future documentary. Y'all caught everything, bro. Everything.
Yo.
That is crazy, dog.
100%.
Nah, man. That was wild, dog.
No, but yeah, man. Shout out again.
It's funny because I only watched it once. I need to rewatch it.
I do.
Now there's been some time just to see if I missed some stuff.
First, when I first watched it, I think I caught it on like TikTok. It looked fake. It looked like
I hear you.
Like I told you before, it looked like a Streets of Rage video game clip, or some sort of video game like Ninja Turtles, where they be running through the street fight. That's what it looked like, and so it looked like it was staged. And then all this stuff that happened with the guy swimming, I'm like, this is a skit in the Dave Chappelle show or something. Like this can't be real. Lo and behold, But yeah, man, so shout out all those.
Shit, really all of them. Montgomery Brawl. Shout out Unc with the chair. Montgomery Brawl. Everybody that was there.
Yeah.
Brawl. Threw the hat off at the start.
But yeah. So speaking of brawlings, Eminem recently dropped a verse on his new artist song. Sorry, I got to get it right. He has a new artist. What is it called? Sorry, I thought I was gonna be able to find it easily. I don't remember his name.
Em got a new song out?
Em has a new artist.
Okay.
And he dropped a verse on this. Easy Meal.
Okay.
And the song's called The Realest. I'm not gonna play it because I'm not a fan of like new Eminem raps. But he skated a little bit and talking about Like he's addressing all the people that's been talking about in the past like 5 years essentially. And one of the people he mentioned is like Melle Mel, and he like it get weird. He get to talking about like.
Did he bring me up?
No, but he did. Actually, he did say, he did talk. He did address how his. Okay, this is gonna sound weird if I say it. He did talk about how, his skin color is the reason why he's not the greatest, because he is the greatest, but he doesn't get the same. He doesn't get the same props because of. Here we go. I got it right here. Guess I'm really. It's the start of the verse. Guess I've really no right to complain much. Hip hop has been good to me, huh? But when they say that I'm the only top 5 because I'm white, why would I be stunned? My skin color still working against me. Because second, I should be to none. Being white ain't why they put me at 5. It's why they can't put me at 1. Yeah, and so yeah. So he continues to kind of rap, and like he mentions like different folks. Here we go. Like a meteor hit. Here we go. I'm gonna get this little. There's some who really. Oh, actually, this is kind of fun. It's kind of fire how you mentioned them. Shout out to Furious 5 and Grandmaster Flash, but boy, there's someone who's really is furious. Who really is furious. Stay out of his path, his wrath, avoid. That's a bar. And I'll be the last to toy with a juice head whose brain is like half destroyed. Like a meteor hit it, well, there went Melle Mel. We lost his ass to roids. Mm-hmm. That's that little scheme is I'm not mad at that. And so, you know what happened next?
Melle Mel.
Yeah, actually, did he drop it on streaming? I don't even know. Hold on, let me see. Is it? Oh, here we go. The response to Eminem. Here we go.
Okay.
No apologies, this ain't a disclaimer. I'm the king of legend, the first Hall of Famer. Making diss tracks, I know you with that. Now everybody get ready for the kickback. Why you hurt, why you mad, now you look bad. Like a roach just crawled out of your book bag. Get a pack class, black class, go to bed with no supper, cause you gotta suffer the backlash. The top 5 is cap, you the piss just on the floor in the elevator of rap. Why you
Yo,
okay.
Hey, turn it off. What the fuck is this, bro? Hey, yo. Hey, get this up out of here.
No, wrong one. No, wait, wrong one.
Yo. Hey, yo, Melle Mel, bro. I respect it. You
man.
a legend, one of the pioneers of this game. That ain't it, bro. That definitely ain't it. Emma 1-0. That's crazy.
Oh my God.
Not that M's was that fire, but 1-0 M, easy money.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
That was wild. You gotta retire from that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was base. That was still like he was stuck in.
Yeah,
81 or something.
I felt like he should have just said broken glass everywhere. I feel like he should have just did that.
Yeah,
that verse.
Nah, for
like
real,
on
for real. My man said you the piss on the floor in the elevator or rap or something like
Yeah.
that. That's wild.
Yeah, you know what
it's
is?
like on Wild 'N Out every now and then Chico and Carlos would do like an old school rap battle. It sounds just like that.
That's exactly what it's.
It sounds just like that.
Yeah, you sound. Yeah, hang it up.
Yeah,
hang it up.
Hey, no offense. No offense.
And also like
crazy.
on some serious stuff, I think like Melle Mel has been talking crazy.
You talk crazy about everybody.
Yeah.
What did he say about him? I don't even.
He said, well, he talked about him and saying that like only reason he popular was because he's white.
I mean,
And well, like this is okay. So I'm gonna shoot him some bail. There are a lot of white people who have rapped and they have been given a career because they are white. Mm-hmm. He may be the only one of the few that has actually lived up to some of that. You know what I mean? Like he's lived up to it. He's had a viable career, hit songs, good discography. Like, and it's not a lot of white rappers that have been able to do that. They literally have just come in as right, and then we see what happened to them. Yeah, it's a couple of them that's all right now. That's like
some would say he ruined it for white rappers. What'd you say?
Who says that?
Some would say.
Who says that? Who is saying that?
I mean,
that's cap.
Kid, we can't get another one. Can't get another one. Hey, man, shout out Jack Harlow, man. Jack boy. Jack man, my bad.
Well, that's so yeah. So like, Yeah, so I mean,
I hear what you said. Eminem got to defend himself. Saying, especially somebody that's in the field, in the same like that raps. Like you can't let nobody say nothing like that.
Or nothing like that. Like I'm not from you. Like it's a lot.
That's what I'm saying. I think Eminem's trash, but I'm nobody. So like, But if another rapper is saying Eminem's trash. If I'm Eminem, you about to catch some smoke,
right?
Bro.
Yeah,
like straight up. So
yeah, no, that's a 1-0. That's a 1-0. You know they do the smack URL like 1 off. That's the 1-0.
Yeah.
This is it.
This is first of all, Melle Mel is getting 30. So, like I wouldn't even if I'm him, I'm not responding to this,
right?
Like, and if I'm Melle Mel, like that's the last verse I'm ever writing.
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
Ever.
Go rap your old legacy joints. Don't do this. This isn't the arena. This isn't. This is, you know what this remind me of? This is like KRS-One and Nelly.
Who do you think is like the best like old head rapper?
Like out of that group?
Is Rakim capable of giving us a
Rakim will rock somebody.
A good one?
Only because he invented the new flow. He invented the new New York flow, if that makes sense. So like the standard New York flow comes from Rakim. Before that, it was Grandmaster Flash, and it was KRS-One, and shout out KRS-One. But like that even kill, chill flow that Prodigy has, Jay-Z has, Fabulous, all those guys, it starts at Rakim. Because before that, it was this. The gut line. Then he the first person to tone it down. It's the same, but he tones it down a little bit, adds a metaphor here or there over like more traditional breaks in a way. So, like, yeah, I think I'm going to go Rakim as one of the best.
I'm talking about anything pre-90s. Because some 90s dudes will get you up out there. Nas will get you out.
100%.
Hov is in that category.
Yeah.
But technically.
No, I think you said pre-90s, so we talking about.
So, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, other than
Rakim.
that, yeah, Rakim. And I'll throw KRS-One under there, too, because KRS-One can rap.
Yeah, he can.
I don't think he has a great discography, but he can rap. Okay. I heard him rapping over like a trap beat the other day randomly. I'm like, he's not bad. Like with a trap cadence.
Like a new verse?
Yeah, it was a trap. It wasn't like a, you know how he rap. You know how the New York people be trying to get off with the trap when it don't be, y'all be rapping over double time beats, but y'all be rapping single time. Like Jadakiss gets away with that a lot.
Okay.
Like you not twisting or nothing. You just down. It's just over a slightly faster beat. Nah,
that's crazy.
Here we go. Yeah, so shout out Eminem for the 1-0.
The rap.
It's done. It's done. All the greatness. All right. So we're speaking of a 1-0. 1 year ago today, or maybe not today, but 1 year ago, within this time frame, there was a versus that took place. Lox versus Dipset. And some might say this might be the most embarrassing display of a live anything in hip-hop from the Diplomats. Well, how do you feel, like 1 year removed from it, how do you feel about it? Like, has this changed your view of the Diplomats? Has this changed your view of the Lox? Has this changed, like, what has it done for you?
Not much. I mean, yes, everybody know I'm a Dipset fan. I'm a Lox fan too. Like,
100%.
Like, so it was New York. That was a celebration in New York. What it did for me was show how cohesive of a unit like the Lox was. You could tell,
100%.
Like, the Lox still was active, performing together. It was teamwork actually on that stage, opposed to the Diplomats. It was just like singular artists that just happened to be occupying the same space, and there was no chemistry up there. Hindsight, if they look back, if they was able to do like a rough performance, and then took away from that, like, oh, okay, this is how we need to do it, then it would have fair. Because like even today, when I watched it, then the Diplomats had the better records. If you just saw the records on paper,
I had them on paper.
Dipset would have won, but this was a performance. In the performance, it was lopsided. Shout out Kiss.
Yep,
shout out
100%.
Styles. Shout out Chic Loose.
Yep.
Shout out everybody, because the Lox, they did what they came to do. And Jadakiss undefeated in Versus, man. The Versus champ.
But that's what I'm saying. And that's why when I brought up that Jada and Wayne, I don't think that Jada has a better discography than Wayne at all. But like the problem is that Jada's performance. If we talk about sliders, and if we're gonna introduce a new slider like the ones we talked about a long time ago, if performance is a slider, then Jada has to be like top 20 best rappers of all time.
I hear you.
And obviously he'll say top 5 dead or alive.
Yeah.
That's just off one LP. But like, I think what you said is true, and I think this did change my perspective on, because I knew about all like the diplomatic friction that was going on, and that has happened over time until this day. Like there's still like Cam and Jim is still they brothers, so it still is. They're on the outs with each other, sorta. Joel's is like I've seen him more with Jim and out with Jim, like at times.
Yeah.
I've seen. I mean, like it's even the whole extended cast is weird. Like like J.R. Ryder coming to the defense of Jim Jones or whatever in the whole what is it? The recent Pusha T beef. Like I'm not even sure where that came from. I thought J.R. Ryder was like on the outs with, because he was talking about Cam. He kind of this. I think it was a diss song or whatever he dropped toward Cam or something like that.
Oh,
so
really?
like,
Dang.
yeah, the problem with I didn't realize that until after that battle and all that stuff was happening. I don't think it takes away from their individual efforts as people and artists. Because like, for example, I still think Jim Jones is like top diplomat artist right now. Where I used to look at Cam because of all the legendary freestyles and moments in hip hop, right? Like the Rap City freestyle, a couple of Rap City freestyles, the Pink, you know what I mean, all that sort of stuff. The Bill O'Reilly moment. When you look at the moments, you know he's a great artist, a great rapper. But when you look at the totality of like cohesiveness, all the moments and all them things, like when Jim Jones was working with 50, when 50 and Cam was beefing, and not like he had a right to do it or whatever, but it was like it was never the same. I think once the Rockefeller, like once they left Rockefeller, and then they had one little run where it was like they had the Diplomatic Immunity 2, all that stuff in Killer Season. That was an era, but then after that, kind of fell apart. You know, it'd never be the same. So, yeah. I'm gonna make this a little more interesting. Introduce a new element. If you had to, if you feel okay, do you feel like what would be the perfect matchup if it was a one-on-one artist between Diplomat? Actually, let's exclude Jada and let's exclude Cam. And let's bring out the entire cast, right? So not just Locks, but D Block. So that's like J Hood and all them guys. And then if you bring out the extended cast of Diplomat, what would be, or you know, Dipset or whatever, Bird Gang, what would be the perfect matchup that you would like think is comparable? You know what I mean? Like not lopsided, but comparable.
Yeah, okay. It would be Styles versus Jim.
Styles and Jim. That would be interesting. Yeah, because I feel like Jay got Styles got a couple of hits.
Of course. Styles got his. He got classic album, Gangsta and Gentleman.
Gangsta and Gentleman is a classic.
Yeah. Styles and Jim I feel like be the best match because after that, Jewels is smoking anybody else.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's lopsided.
Down there, JR versus J.
I was just gonna say, I want to see that.
That'd be nice. It had to be all like mixtape joints. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it had to be that. Otherwise, it'd be Jewels versus Jim. Like,
yeah,
man.
I feel like, I like that. I was gonna say J.R. versus J Hood. I think that'd be interesting. Yeah. And I think if you could throw like some of the Rough Rider extended crew on there, I'd like to see a lot of those. It's slipping my brain at the moment, but yeah, I don't know. I think that would be much more interesting to watch.
What about Hell Rail versus Murder Mook?
That's crazy. That's crazy. Hold on. First of all,
he was with somebody, right?
No, Murder Mook was signed to Rough Riders for a little bit.
Yeah, he was, right? Yeah.
I think it was like a one couple album deal or something like that.
40 Cal versus
I think 40 Cal versus Mook would be a great matchup.
On Smack.
On Smack. Because the thing is, it's like 40 Cal got all these legendary battle verses.
Yeah.
So like now it's a little. I mean, and Murder Mook got legendary battle rap verses. So 100%. Like that would be very comparable.
Mook 30. Mook at 30. Today, Mook at 30.
Today, Mook at 30.
Back then,
it would have been 40. It would have been, or no, it would have been. It would have been
nice to see. Because now 40 bars back then would have been hidden.
Yeah, I've seen a couple 40 verses lately. Have you seen you?
I watched like one, but it was like 4 years ago. It's a little Melle Mel like son like son. It's like
I seen it a song. Yeah. Got fun. And the problem is that's what happened with That's why Ness had to kind of adjust because he was doing that, the Philly flow, and then now Ness is like, he's out of there when it comes to like these battle raps or whatever. But they gotta adjust. But like you said, I think 3-0 now. If Murder Mook was to go against 40, Murder Mook against Jr. Ryder.
See, holla at me. Riders, JR, let's go.
Because his pen was a little different. His pen was nice. Like clever.
JR was nice, bro.
Yeah.
He got a battle back there when he was young. You can find it on YouTube.
Oh, that he was in Harlem somewhere on 115th.
Yeah. He had a lot of the Smack events, too.
Yeah, which is dope.
He was at the, what's my man that be having the schemes? Kingpin, Boss Town. What's his name?
Oh, you talking about Charlie Clips?
No. Boss Town.
Not Charlie. I'm not Charlie Clips. My bad. Chilla Jones.
Yeah. He was at the Chilla Jones versus
because that's similar.
Yeah,
like
it's one of the best battles. What's the dude?
Oh,
that dancing. They got caught dancing. They brought up his tape. He a good writer too.
Wait, no, you're not talking about no, they didn't go against JC, did it?
JC.
Yeah,
Chilla
JC.
Jones versus JC. Yeah.
That was a good battle.
That was an amazing battle. And JR right there in the background.
Yeah, which is dope because like that's where they got their flows from, obviously. But shout out to Locks, Dipset. Shout out to the Locks for 3-0 30 with 100%. And that's where it stops.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get right to it. You ready for this?
I was born ready.
Okay, let's get this going all the way. Yep, here we go. I'll make sure this ain't blaring in the ears.
Yo, we back again. WWE Minute. Last week, Saturday, SummerSlam just happened. It was an amazing event.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. So many matches to talk about. Let's talk about Io Sky cashing in her Money in the Bank win to take home the women's champ. She took out my girl after Bianca Belair just won the title and caught her while she had a knee injury. Shout out Io Sky.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes beat Brock Lesnar. Everybody could predict that one. The bloodline. The plot thickens.
Yeah.
Jimmy Uso betrays Jey Uso, his twin brother, and helps Roman win the match.
That's crazy.
This week, Friday on SmackDown, they came to ask, why did you betray him? He said some stuff we don't care about. Forcing Jey Uso. He said he done. He leaving.
Wow.
He quit the show. He said he not on SmackDown. He not in WWE no more, which is crazy.
That's
other
crazy.
than that,
so he quit the entire thing.
He quit the whole thing. We'll see how long they they want the brothers to face each other at WrestleMania, and that's in April. So you gotta give them a little break. Other than that, Mommy, Dominic, Damian, let's go. Judgment Day is running. Oh, I just bought tickets. They coming to Milwaukee in October. Me, Julia, Tiff, Lil E gonna be there. Come out.
Oh. There we go. Yeah, man. That's dope. Yeah. So what are we on next? What are we watching?
Yes, sir.
This is fun. So I'll let you go first because I got like a whole little tangent I'm going on.
All right.
About old slashers.
So, since the last pod I watched the newest Transformer movie.
So what do you think of it? Like going from Mark Wahlberg to, you know what I mean?
I thought this movie was top 3 Transformer movies.
Word.
Maybe 4th.
Yeah.
It's either 3 or 4. The first one is the best. I give Bumblebee the second. and then this is between like the third and this one right here.
Yeah.
It's over both the Mark Wahlbergs, basically, is what I'm saying.
100%. Not like that's hard to do.
The only thing I hate about it is it's in New York, and they do this thing where they try to prove how New York it is. So they be just shouting out all from Bushwick and all this, like, whatever, bro.
Staten Island.
Exactly.
Matter
Yeah,
of
where you
fact,
from?
where we
from Brooklyn, 113.
Right.
Like, bro, enough, fam. I'm tired of that. I hate every time they do a period piece from the 90s. It's always in New York.
Yeah.
Or it's in, like, Compton or something. Like, bro, there's other places in this country that existed during the 90s.
Right, 100%.
And I want to know what was going on there.
Yep.
But it's all good. Other than that, me and Tiff just wrapped up the morning show on Apple.
Yeah, I've heard
TV.
that was really good.
It's actually good. I didn't watch it because I thought it'd be corny, but it's actually a really good show. It just involved like the Me Too movement from a like a news anchor standpoint.
Yeah.
What else we watched? We caught up on The Shy because we was like,
yeah. I've been seeing TikTok clips for
that.
that floating around.
Yeah, it just started back up, so we caught up just in time for that.
Yeah.
Across the Spider-Verse just hit digital, so I'm rewatching that now for the second time.
Yeah.
So far, so good. Still as good as I
So that's
remember.
where is it streaming at?
I bought it on Vudu. I bought
So
the
it's on
digital.
Vudu.
Yeah,
It's on
yeah, I
Vudu.
bought
It was
the
okay.
digital. Yep.
Yeah, I gotta get that because I've been waiting for it to drop on,
Yeah,
you said, on digital.
Yeah, you can buy it on Apple. It's available on Apple
Yeah.
as well on Vudu.
Yeah.
What else? That's it. That's all I got that I can think of right now.
Yeah.
I watched that Ted Lasso, the final season of Ted Lasso.
Oh, so you got through. So you're done with it. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think of that? You think they ended it well? How do you think the fourth season was compared to the prior ones? Obviously, it's the final season, so you can only do so much when it comes to like the twists and turns. This is that like the act 3, so it's usually the calmer part of it. Like, what do you think?
I think it was another great season.
Yeah.
It's like one of those good bad things. Is like y'all gave us 4 good seasons. Like
solid.
I have nothing to
and that's hard to do.
No flaws to point out. And the only problem is you're not going to give us any more. So it's like, damn, but I get it. Like, you ended before it get bad, or you had a story to tell and you finished that story.
Right.
And we're not just going to put stuff out just because it's successful.
Yep,
like, this
100%.
is the story that we had and we told it. So I'm a little disappointed that it's not going to be anymore, but I love the show. It's a hilarious show, but they deal with some deep, serious topics.
Yeah.
And it didn't take away from, like, the integrity of the show or anything.
100%.
And like it was like a real human show. Like there is no good guy, there is no bad guy. It's just like humans. The people that you're supposed to hate, you can't even hate them because you look and it's like, oh, they got some like redeeming factors and stuff like that.
100%. So, that was in this case. Well, it was a lot of them, but in this case, like I appreciate them.
The coach.
Is it Jesse?
Oh yeah, Jamie.
Jamie's character arc was. Yeah. By far, probably one of the coolest to see in the show.
True. Yep.
Because I think, like, especially from a sports, like if you look at it from a sports standpoint, like of him coming from being disgraced from another team, you still think you the guy. You got to go through some humbling things. Yeah. Your ops end up becoming like your mentor. Like it's a weird kind of dynamic. I appreciated that arc because then he becomes. They spent 4 seasons making you be like, he the guy, bro. Like, he ain't no reason why, whereas from the front, from jump, you're like, he sabotaged this team. You know what I mean? But so they did that with a lot of characters in that whole show. So especially the coach, my man's.
Everybody, yep. Real good show.
Yeah. You got any more?
No, that's good.
So I got a couple. So I'll start with a show I've been binging, Mr. Robot. I don't know if you ever seen this show. It's an older. It's actually not that old. It came out maybe 3-4 years ago. It's essentially Joey Badass first like featuring in a show role. He has like a recurring role. Okay. In the third and fourth season of the show, it's 4 seasons. It's a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be because I saw the clips of it like on TikTok. Essentially, and I'm in IT now, like my day job. It follows this guy who essentially hacks. He hacks people like that are bad and exposes them or whatever to try to do good, or at least in his eyes. But it goes into like a deeper route of like him joining this group called the F Society or whatever. We come to find out later. I ain't gonna spoil it, but he has like some mental health things that are going on that kind of reshape the show. There's like this evil hacker group that's the ops or whatever that essentially control the world. Some of the richest folks or whatever, and it's a weird set of twists and turns. I encourage you to watch it, but I think from like an IT standpoint, it's the first show that I've watched. It's like when they look like they're hacking something, it's some legitimate stuff that they doing. There's like usually like you watch like Swordfish, and then like you see like green bars pop up on the screen, and it's like all of a sudden I hacked the White House, and this don't quite look like that, which I appreciate. But the show deals with some dark stuff. Has all the characters are flawed, every single one of them. All of them also have things that are like, oh man, like I relate with that, or I see how you got there. But Mr. Robot is on Amazon Prime. If you're a Prime Video person, I don't see a lot of good stuff other than the last show. What was it called? The Juror or whatever. That was, I saw that on there. So every now and then I catch a few on the Prime Video. Yeah. Mr. Robot, and like I said, Joey Badass is in there. It was his first acting role before the whole Hulu stuff or whatever. So good show. So we said that we watched Scream 6. Yes. And so me and April, we went back and binged the whole series.
Oh, y'all watched them, yeah.
We watching number 5 right now.
Okay. All right. So y'all almost all of it caught up.
Yeah. And I didn't realize, so like, I'll talk about this on my TikTok or whatever, but so we went through the whole thing. So number one is classic, but it's goofy. Like it's classic because it's like campy, but like the script don't make no sense. It was made like in like the 90s, so there's some things that just don't line up. There's some script things that don't make sense. Number 2, fire. Number 2 is fire. I forgot that Jada Pinkett, she has the opening scene or whatever. She's only there for the opening scene, and I'm not going to... I'll spoil it. She gets murdered in the opening scene. But the way she dies is like the most dramatic. Yeah. And so like that whole, in the reveal in the end, dope. Number 3, trash. They like do this whole thing where like they're, they start making movies about it in number 2. And then number 3, they like... It's like following the cast of the people who are making Stab 3, who's based on and it's like meta and not in a good way. At all. And so it's trash. Like the reveal in the end is dope, but the movie's trash. And I feel like they was gonna end it on that note, like a trilogy, but then 4 comes out like maybe 5 years later. And that one is good, but the reveal don't make sense. Old girl, I'm trying to remember. It has Robert Pattinson. It has the girl who was in. Sorry, I got the window open. You hear somebody edging a lawn or something. But the girl who plays in the tall girl who playing American Horror Story, the witch one. You seen American Horror Story at all?
No.
Oh, okay. Anyways, so she's in there. A bunch of other people are in there. A lot of famous people, but it's a good movie. It's just the reveal is weird. The way they try to connect some things, and so now we in 5 or whatever. So, but Scream, man, it's interesting because like they do like certain movies they do things really well, and then other movies they completely drop the ball and then do like a couple things well. But like I'm not mad at it. Like me and April, we get to like. I don't know. Slasher films are funny to me, like that one especially because it has like a lot of goofiness, but it also knows that it don't take itself too seriously, so you get to kind of like follow it without feeling like it's gonna be jump scares for no reason or whatever. But yeah, so that's pretty much, it as far as what I'm watching. Anything else you got listening to, reading, or whatever?
Nah, not at all. Not listening to anything. I thought I would be listening to Utopia. I am not. I'm just listening to songs. That's it. Like random songs. So if you got something, send it through. If you made it to the end of this, like, subscribe, comment, let us review us.
Let us know what you think about any of these things that we talked about. Do you disagree with us? Do you rock with us? You know, it's almost the end of summer. Get out there, have fun, get in the stay fair. You good stay fair yet?
No,
I don't even think I'm gonna be able to make it.
Yeah.
But I heard it was fun. State fair is happening in Wisconsin or whatever. But if you're anywhere else, get out there, have fun, live life. Y'all know what it is. It is the Takeover.